Uh, what's up, y'all? 1 second. All right. What's good? Hopefully y'all can see me. It is April 28th, Sunday. Um, it was some other things I wanted to talk to you all about, but I'm gonna hold off on that because I'm moving like that. All these parking spaces, and they want to park right in the middle of where I was. All right. But anyway, it was like a lot of other stuff I wanted to talk to y'all about. Um, but I'm gonna hold off on that because something's like really heavy on my mind, and I know usually when I talk to y'all, it'd be about usually it'd be like business and difficulties, just being homeless and all of that. But regardless of being homeless, like I still got to deal with regular stuff. I still got to deal with everyday, mindset, like things I got to go through. And one of the biggest things I'm dealing with right now is like relationships. Um, and not even that. Like it ain't even relationships. Like I'm working on getting myself together first, right? I'm working on getting myself together first, and before I can even focus on anybody else. Of course, every now and then somebody just pop up out of nowhere. Uh, but my thing is, I'm stalling. Uh, so basically, what's going on? It's like been real heavy on my mind because I've had an opportunity to meet several people and kind of network or whatever. And what I've noticed is that a lot of times people just want to have sex with me. I meet somebody and all I have to say is hi. And immediately, like, they thinking about sex, they think about how they could get with me, woody woody woo, all of that. And I'm like, so it just, I don't. It's still heavy on my mind, but like I said, I just want to show. I want y'all to see everything, right? I don't want y'all to just see a piece of it. Like it's other stuff I got to go through, and sometimes I'm tempted to feel like all I'm good for is sex. Sometimes I'm tempted to feel like uh, that me not having sex with people or me not giving into people's flirtiness or whatever, that it's holding me back. It prevents me from going forward sometimes, because it's like as soon as I put down my no or I set the boundary, then it's like they disappear. We can't even be friends. Like I miss out even on friendships because it's like they don't want a friendship. They just want to have sex. They just want to fuck. They just want to yeah, that's all they think about. And I swear, as soon as I mean, it's not even the stuff I post on social media, like the pictures of me shirtless, and it's before even all of that. Like one example, I just met somebody, and he's good. He's kind of in the Hollywood scene, and it has a name and all of that. Actually met a couple of people, but this one person, all I did was say hi. A friend I was with knew him, and they spoke, and of course, I said hi, said my name. I didn't even at the time remember what his name was. I wasn't thinking nothing about it, but he was like looking at me weird. And by the time I got home, this dude added me on Facebook. It's like, and then immediately, like, the conversation was clear where his head was at, right? And it's like, dang, it's not even like, do I really give off that vibe? Like, is that really what I meant? Like, just just to be around for somebody to want to fuck, just be around for somebody to want to have sex with? Am I not good enough to just be a friend? And am I not good enough to people want to help out just because they want to help out, right? That sex have to be included first before they even want to reach out a hand to help me, right? And I wonder sometimes, because those who don't know, I mess with dudes, and I wonder sometimes, like, if I was female, would I have had a conversation already with my parents or somebody telling me, like, you know, people may want to use you for your body, people may want to have sex, and you know, the conversation of how to navigate through that. I never had that conversation, right? I guess with guys, people really don't talk to them about how people may want to misuse you to get what they want and tempt you with something you want to get that. And I refuse to have that. Like, I refuse. I remember one time, like a month or two ago, back when I was eating like 4 slices of bread just for a day. Somebody asked me for dinner. Like, this dude at the gym, like, been looking at me for a while, trying to get at me. This particular day, when I was only eating, I knew I was only going to eat 4 slices of bread. He asked me out, like, yo, like, let's go to lunch or something. And I said no, because I figure if I wouldn't do it if I had money, I'm not going to do it just because I don't have money. You know, I stick with the bread. I know my God not going. I know I'm not going to die over it, right? My God going to provide. And I don't know. And the reason I said no is because I know it's people out there who are struggling, who's tempted to sell themselves, or are tempted to go against their values just to eat. And I want to just prove, like, that's not the only way, right? I don't knock anybody who's in that situation and does that, but I also want to show, like, that's not the only way to get through those situations. I don't know. I'm just thinking, and right now I'm supposed to be headed to church. You see I don't know if you could tell, my shirt like wrinkled. I got this jacket on. Hopefully on the way there, I'm about to catch the bus. On the way there, I'll kind of sweat the wrinkles out a little bit. But I started not to go. I'm running late, and I started not to go because I was just thinking, like, man, my mind, it's a lot on my mind right now. Like, I just want to be alone. But then I'm forcing myself to go, even though I'm probably going to be late or whatever. I'm forcing myself to go. I'm pressing my way there because I feel like I need to be around that, right? I feel like I just need to be in that environment, you know, be around my church family, be around joy and people, and not seclude myself. A lot of times when we're going through stuff, we're tempted to seclude ourselves. We're tempted to stay away. We're tempted to not go to the place that we could go for healing, for help, right? And I refuse to do that. I refuse to do that because I'm aware that we tend to do that. I'm like, nah, I got to press my way. I got to go. I got to go, because staying to myself I'm just going to be soaking in these feelings, soaking in these thoughts, and that's not the best thing. Like, I need to go and just know everything gonna be all right. So that's where I'm headed to. Yeah, I don't know. That's just something on my mind, but I know I'm worth more than sex, right? I know I'm worth more. It's just difficult when there's a lot of signs saying otherwise, right? Yeah, like it's a lot of other stuff. I don't know. Like it's been several times where people, you know, told me we're gonna meet for business, and then when we get there, like, they treating it like it's a date, right? And one thing somebody told me one time, this particular situation, I met up with, you know, with a guy because, you know, he wanted to talk to me about business, an opportunity he had for me that he think I'll be good for. After he heard me talk, and, you know, we met up. It was this fancy restaurant, like, prices was high. Thank God he paid for it. But he ended up basically saying like he considered that a date. After meeting with him, he considered that a date, even though before he even sent an email just saying it was like business and la da 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 da, nothing about a date, nothing about any type of interest. And at the end of the night, he ended up saying, after I turned him down several times, he ended up saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that just irked my nerves, because I knew, I know that to be true, but I don't have to know you, because I have a God that I know, right? I have a God that I serve that's going to make a way out of no way. That's going to make a way for me in a fashion that won't allow me to devalue who I am, right? So I don't need to go your way. I don't need to know you, because God will put other people in my way that will help me in my journey without me having to sacrifice my values, right? And it's this other time where I was in a mentor of mine when I first left Virginia to go to Chicago. A mentor of mine knew somebody, a radio personality in Chicago. He connected me with him. That guy, and this what really hurts me. Like, I was looking forward to it because, he could introduce me to a lot. He could introduce me to Chicago. And that guy, he ended up wanting me to send certain pictures to him and all of that. And I told him, like, I got a boyfriend at the time and all of that. He didn't care. He wanted certain pictures. And then after I turned him down, certain times, he ended up ignoring me. And he was talking about, like, have you ever been to the NAACP Awards? I'll take you with me. And, I figured then, like, he just wanted some arm candy. I didn't care. I didn't care, like, just standing with him, being seen with him. I just wasn't going to do nothing with him. But, after I went and sent pictures, like, he ignored me. And it's like a potential mentor, somebody older that I could look up to, just wanted to use me. And because I said no, because I stood my boundaries, I lost that. He didn't want anything else to do with me. And, it made me think, like, dang, even when I do the right thing, things don't work out. But I still have to remember that, that even though things don't work out the way I would like them to, I know God got a bigger plan, and I know the way he works things out would be much better than if I would have worked it out, right? So just hold on to your values, stand your ground, know what you're about, know who you are. And even though times may get hard and, you may start to question yourself, just remember who you know. And if you don't know your higher power, if you don't know your creator, get to know him, so that when things get rocky, when you start to doubt yourself, you can have a solid foundation to stand on and say, nah, I know things will work out. Let me stand by who I am. Anyway, I'm gone. I'm running super late. I don't know when this bus coming, but let me get out of here. I just had to get that off my chest, man. This homeless thing it's just one part of it. I still have to deal with everything else, right? And that's just, all of that is a part of my journey. Like, I refuse to give in to my values, because I've worked with women who felt like they had to do certain things to survive and get out the way. And I want to show them there's another way besides that. And I truly believe that. So, keep your head up. Remember who you are. Don't sacrifice your values for opportunities, because God got something much greater for you. Peace. Y'all, so I just wanted to make a little addendum. It's not everybody. It's not everybody. And I have to remind myself that too, because oftentimes I'm tempted to say, man, everybody want to use me for sex, yada yada yada. It's not everybody. It's people who genuinely helps. It's just disheartening when I do run into those situations that I'm excited about, where it turns out, that's what their intentions are. But it's a lot of helpful people who I consider brothers, who I consider family, that look out for me without expecting anything. And I just want that to be a reminder to you all that don't dwell on the negative. We tend to dwell on the negative. Yes, it's disheartening, but it's good people out there, and so remember the good that you've experienced, the times that people have helped you out, that has shown you that you were worth more. All right. Anyway, stay royal, y'all.